I built the best free-to-play Zhezhi in 24 hours. Alright guys, first things first, we gotta farm her tacit cores, which happens to be Mr. Lampy Lumin here. This guy's probably the boss that I fought the least in the game so far. Okay, let's just go ahead and fight him with my Glacier team, even though he has Glacier race. Let me just swap my team real quick. Alright, I'm ready now. Come here, boy, man, thing, whatever this guy is. You know what? I'm just gonna one-shot him. Brah. And we're done. Let's go. Let's move on to the next thing on the list, which are her flowers. Yeah, just go and get him. They're called the lantern berries, and the collection spot will help me out a lot. That should be enough. Let's move on to the next thing on the list, which are the echoes. She needs the new echo set, the Empryon Anthem. So yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, let's just get started. You know what, we still have time for the daily reset, and I was looking at my data bank, and guess what guys, I still have 12 enhanced drops, so I guess I can fight the Akita 12 times. And since your boy is the smartest Wuwa player, I have early access here, which means I can fight this guy endlessly without having to wait. So yeah, this is OP and super fast too. You know what, first let's just do one of these. I'm kind of feeling lucky today, so yeah, we never know, I might get lucky. Come on, give me at least one glacier piece. Yep. Nope. Nope. Are you serious? Nothing? Bruh. At least we got some XP and tuners. Alright, now we fight this thing 12 times. Let me eat this to make this more bearable. Bruh. And we don't gotta wait. We can just restart. And back we are. Finally. Bro, that took 10 tries. Nah. Bro, that was my last one. So yeah, out of the 12 we got 1 crit damage and 1 crit red piece. I think this is the luckiest I've ever been. Alright guys, the daily reset just happened, and I guess it's time to say bye bye to my level 1 Zhezhi. I'm gonna miss these stats. Anyways, let's just start, level up. I hope I have enough pre-farms, but yeah, if not I can just farm more. Alright, enough yapping, let's go.
Now I've got the energy to work on my commissions. Is this power mine now? Now I've got the energy to work on my commissions. Your trust means so much to me. Fighting has never been my strong suit, but I understand what you're asking of me. I won't give up easily, no matter who or what I'm up against.
Damn, her voice lines are pretty short. And final one. Yep. Yeah, okay, that's too expensive. I can't afford that. But yeah, her stats are already looking a lot better. You know what, let's just move on to her weapons. So when it comes to her weapons, her signature weapon is of course her best in slot weapon. I may just look at the crit damage, yeah. It makes her a lot easier to build. The attack helps too, and all of the basic attack bonuses means that you need less basic attack rolls on your echoes. But this is only 4% better than her second best option, which is the String Master. So I went for Yinlin's weapon because this is her second best option, but this works on a lot more characters. So this has more account value, and a 36% crit rate will make using the new stats super easy and comfortable, and the glacier damage bonus here and attack are just extra. This is the best rectifier in the game in my opinion, and a must-pull weapon. The standard rectifier is pretty good too. It's attack, so not as good, but the ER helps with her requirements, and it does have some basic attack damage bonus. I would only recommend getting this weapon if you already have the standard gun or a standard sword, because they have a lot more account value and the crit rate is just better. But if I'm being honest here, pulling a main DPS's weapon is a lot better than pulling Zhezhi's weapon. So yeah, these are her 3-star and 4-star options. I would recommend you guys to only use the 3-star options if you're new to the game and don't have any other options until you get the better options. Anyways, I'm going to go with the String Master. So yeah, let's just equip this and max it out. I hope I have enough. Damn, this is expensive. But yeah, anything for you guys. And yeah, there goes my money. Yep, 36% crit rate. This is a lot. Yeah, rip monies. She looks pretty good with it though. Like it kind of matches her outfit. Alright, let's move on to her echoes. So when it comes to the echoes, she has a new option, the Empyrean Anthem. So this set gives her more personal damage. And it also has the same 2-piece effect as the Moonlit. So yeah, same amount of ER. But yeah, 2.5% less attack compared to the other set. But this set is on average 5 to 8% better than the Moonlit set. But you need good rolls here. So like at least 70% crit rate. So yeah, a good crit rate weapon will help you out a lot, since she only gives out the 20% attack bonus if her coordinated attacks crit. So yeah, if they don't crit, then you don't get the 20% attack bonus. But if you compare this to the Moonlit set, it's a lot easier to build and you don't need as good of a substat to use it. And you can use this set on a lot more characters. But yeah, this set's buff as well as the 4-piece echo buff only lasts for 15 seconds, while this one here lasts a lot longer. But if you already have a good Moonlit set, then there's no rush. This set gives your main DPS a lot more damage, but yeah, less damage to Zhezhi. But yeah, I would rather build my main DPS first if I already have a good Moonlit set. But if I'm being honest here, you can't go wrong with either of them. I already have a good Moonlit set, but since I have a really good weapon on Zhezhi with 36% crit rate, then I might as well use a new set. And if Kuru ever releases a new OP coordinated attacker, then yeah, I'll have this set ready for them. But again, there's no rush. So when it comes to the Moonlit set, your best forecast is of course the Heron. It gives you ER and 12% damage for your main DPS. As for the new set, the Hikata is the best forecast for Zhezhi. Like just by equipping this, you get 40% extra coordinated attack damage bonus. And another good thing about this Echo is that it has no animation. I mean, it's just instant. Look at this, guys. So yeah, on the 4 costs, you want crits. On the 3 costs, if you're using the Moonlit set, then you want double Glacio. But for a new set, you want attack and Glacio. As for a 1 cost, of course, it's double attack. As for the substats, you want at least 30 ER. I mean, you really need her ultimate every rotation. It's where most of her damage comes from. And then we have the crits, the basic attacks, since most of her attacks are considered basic attacks. And yeah, attack rolls are good too. Alright, let me just sit down for this. I don't think we got lucky with the forecast, but yeah, let's just check. Come on, give me at least 2 or 3 crit rate pieces. We only have 1 crit rate piece. Yeah, this is not looking good for us. Might as well max it, guys. This is our only option. Yep. I mean, crit rate is good, basic attack is good, ER is good, the rest, yeah, rip man. We're gonna have to use this for now. Yeah, okay guys, this is just trash. Like 1 crit rate here, basic attack, ER, crit damage, attack, crit rate, attack, basic attack, and crit damage, ER, crit damage, and basic attack. We only need more crit damage. And these are her stats for now. So when it comes to her endgame stats, you want at least 1900 attack, 70 crit rate, 270 crit damage, and 130 ER. So yeah, we got the attack, we got the crit rate, we got the ER. It's just 2%, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, we're lacking in the crit damage. But to be honest, I'm always going to be using her with the Shorekeeper. So yeah, these are her final stats with the Shorekeeper. As you guys can see, 100 crit rate. So yeah, I have 100% uptime on this set's effect. Like she will never miss a crit. But yeah, I just need to work on her crit damage and then she'll be perfect. Alright, let's get to her skills. So with her basic attacks, she has a 3-hit combo that deals glacier damage. This is mainly used to generate 40 stacks. Let's move on to her 4-day. So she has 3 4-day bars and each bar has 30 stacks or afflatus, and she can hold up to 90 afflatus. You get 40 stacks from her intro, her 3 basic attacks, her heavy attack, her mid-air attack, her dodge counter, but you will mainly be doing basic attacks unless you have to dodge. So what are her 40 stacks used for? Well, when her 40 stacks are full, you can use your skill to summon 2 birds. So these 2 birds here, they're called phantasmic imprints. But I'll just call them birds to keep it simple. So she can summon up to 3 birds. So each 40 bar is 1 bird. So with 2 bars, you summon 2 birds. 1 on the right and 1 on the left. They always spawn in these locations. And with the 3rd bar, you can summon a bird in the middle. So it always spawns in the middle. Their positions are always the same. And you need 3 birds for her full rotation. So now you guys are probably wondering, how do you get the 3rd bird? Well, you first use her skill and then do a basic attack to summon a 3rd one. And yeah, that's it. And yeah, you need all 3 40 bars to do this. You can also do these to summon the 3rd bird. But to keep it simple and easy, I'll only talk about the first method. Alright, so when it comes to the birds, if you just tap the skill button, they spawn on the ground. As you can see, they're on the ground. But if you hold the skill button, they spawn mid-air. There we go, and they spawn up there. So what do these birds even do? So once you press your skill button and summon all 3, there we go. your skill button will light up, so it will get enhanced. And once you press her skill button, she will teleport around and attack the enemy, dealing glacial damage. And this damage is considered basic attack damage. I recommend you guys to do this when you have 3 birds, because for each bird you'll get 1 stack of Painter's Delight. And once you have the 2 stacks from the 2 birds, and you use a 3rd bird, you lose all stacks of the Painter's Delight. So not only will this do a lot more glacial damage, but it will also increase her basic attack damage bonus by 18% for 27 seconds. So yeah, again, you always want to use this when you have 3 birds. And if you want faster rotations, then you can jump cancel the bird's teleports, which will give you more damage too. So when it comes to her ultimate, it's the best part of her kit. It's where her off-field damage comes from. So when you cast it, then for 30 seconds, whenever Zhezhi or any of your on-field characters attack, birds will spawn and attack the enemy, dealing glacial damage once every 3 seconds. And this makes her a really good sub-DPS. And of course, these attacks are considered basic attack damage. So with her intro, she attacks the enemy and deals glacial damage. This restores Sun Consoro. Her intro is a good way to generate 40 stacks. So you get 45 40 stacks, which is half her 40, and then you can fill up the rest by doing 3 basic attacks. So yeah, always use her intro. Her outro makes her one of the best top DPSs in a game. So after you fill her Consoro bar, you give the character that you switch to 20% glacial damage bonus and 25% skill damage bonus for 14 seconds or until they're switched out. Alright, let's get to her inherent skills. So with the first one, after you use her skill, she can boost her own attack by up to 18% for 27 seconds. Let's get to her inherent skill 2. So after you use her outro, the next character that you switch to gets 15 energy. So yeah, they need less energy rolls and their echoes. And yeah, as you can see, Zhezhi is really OP. She not only buffs the team, but she also buffs herself. And you can also do her entire rotation mid-air by jumping, and you're less likely to get hit this way. So if her kit seems confusing right now, don't worry. Once we get to her rotations, you'll understand her better. So when it comes to her talents, her ultimate and her foray are the most important ones. As for the rest, you can skip them for now if you're low on resources. Alright, let's start leveling her up. Ultimate, of course, first. There we go. I can't take this any higher. And then her foray. Bam, max. And then her inherent skills is really important, so let's just get them both. And they're pretty cheap too, so yeah, that's good. And then the extra stats from here are good too, so let's just get them all. And we're done. Bam, everything maxed. Let's level this to 6. There we go, it's pretty cheap. So yeah, this is what we ended up with. Alright, let me just go over her sequences real quick. So with her S1, after a 3rd bird attack, she gains 15 energy and 10% crit rate for 27 seconds. I mean, this is pretty good for a new set, but I would rather get a weapon for my main DPS. So yeah, not worth it in my opinion. You can easily get enough crit rate with your echoes. With her S2, she gains 6 more coordinated attacks. With her S3, she can gain up to a 45% attack increase. With her S4, she gives the entire team 20% extra attack. With her S5, so for every 3 bird hits from the ultimate, 1 more will be summoned, which will deal a lot more damage. And with her S6, so every time you use her enhanced skills where she teleports, she will do an extra attack that deals more damage, and it is considered basic attack damage. So to be honest, her sequences are not really worth it for a free to play. I would instead get a weapon for your main DPS or another character. So when it comes to her teams, it's a usual main DPS, top DPS, and healer. So for a top DPS, of course, we have Zhezhi, and she works best in teams that need glacial and skill damage from her outro. So yeah, she's basically made for Carlotta. Like, her entire kit complements her so much, but she also works really well with Jinhsi because of how fast she can regenerate her foray. And she can also work with Changli, Chisha, and of course Ling Yang. But yeah, nobody uses him, so bye bye. As for a healer, you can use anybody you want. So Yuhu works well with Zhezhi because her outro boosts coordinated attacks, so you have more damage for Zhezhi. But I don't think this is worth it because your main DPS will do less damage. So I would recommend Baizhi, Varina, or of course the best healer in a game, the Shorekeeper. But I've also seen people using her as a main DPS, but Tanhua. And then they have like Yuhu here or Baizhi. This is like the starter team. Like, you get these 2 for free, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. So when it comes to her rotations, your main goal is to use her intro to fill up her foray by half, and then the 3 skills to get a basic attack damage bonus, and then finally her ultimate to do the coordinated attacks. And yeah, that's it. She's pretty easy to use. So you first start with her intro, and then depending on the echo, you can use it now if you're using the Hekada, or if you're using the Heron, then use it later. So yeah, intro, 3 basic attacks, or dodge if you have to dodge to fill the foray. And then when her foray is maxed, you do a skill plus basic attack to summon the 3 birds. And if you missed it and you didn't summon the 3rd bird, then you can hold the basic attack button after you use the skill to teleport to summon the last bird. And then yeah, use the skill 3 times to teleport and get the basic attack damage buff. You can also jump cancel for fast rotations, or don't if your device is laggy. And yeah, you didn't do her ultimate. And if you're using the Heron, then you can use it here. Outro to your main DPS. And yeah, you're done. It's that easy. Alright guys, I just do a quick damage test. 481k, what the heck? Nah, she's too strong. 132. What? Is she worth building? I'd say yes, she's one of the best sub-DPS in the entire game, and two of the best DPS characters in the entire game want her in their team, so yeah, she's worth it. Anyways guys, if this video helped you, then you can help me by liking and subscribing. And yeah, good luck building her, and yeah, thanks for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day or night.